In this video, we're going to look at the tariff diagram. So we're going to look at how to show the effects of the imposition of a tariff on a diagram. The first step is a diagram that shows the position before international trade takes place. So all of the domestic demand is being supplied by domestic firms. So before trade takes place, the price of the product is P1 and the quantity of the product provided by the market is Q1. We've now adjusted the diagram to show the impact of free trade. So at this point, there's no tariffs. We can buy as much of this product as we like. We can import as much of this product as we like at the world price. So we can see that the market price for this product in our economy will now fall from P1 to PW, and the quantity provided will rise from Q1 to Q3. As a result of that, the consumer surplus has increased dramatically. However, the amount which is produced and supplied to the market by domestic firms has fallen from Q1 to Q2, and therefore the producer surplus for our firms has fallen dramatically. Okay, so the impact of free trade is to lower the price, increase the quantity provision, and reduce producer surplus and increase consumer surplus. This further adjustment now shows the impact of the tariff. The tariff is a tax on the imports that is going to shift the supply curve upwards vertically by the amount of the tariff, as shown by the red arrow there, and the price of the product in this market will rise from PW to PT. That will reduce the consumer surplus. It will also increase the amount of the product which is being produced by domestic firms, in this case from Q2 to Q4. Okay, so the consumer surplus has decreased and the producer surplus has increased. Now, this is an indirect tax, a tax levied on imports, so it will also raise some revenue for the government. So now we've highlighted clearly the amount of revenue which is being raised by the government. Imports are the distance between Q4 and Q5. That's the amount of imported goods. And the different distance between PW and PT is the tariff per unit imported. Therefore, the total revenue received as a result of the tariff is shown by the shaded area on the diagram. So as I said earlier, the consumer surplus has decreased as a result of the tariff. The amount by which the consumer surplus has decreased is shown by adding up the areas that I've labelled with an A, the two green shaded areas and the red shaded area. Now, the red shaded area we know has been taken from the consumer surplus but given to the government in the form of additional revenue. The area that I've labelled there with an A has been taken from consumer surplus but has been given to producers in the form of increased producer surplus. The two areas which are shaded green are consumer surplus loss that hasn't been transferred to another economic agent. So we call that deadweight loss or net welfare loss. So this diagram shows the amount of consumer surplus that's been lost as a result of the tariff, the producer surplus that's been gained, the tax revenue that's been gained by the government, and the welfare loss resulting from the tax.